Friday Night Varsity Preview. We're back here with the Week 3 look ahead. I'm Rachel George, joined by sports editor Dan Spears, and we are going to pick our games of the week heading into third week of games. Who do you have as yours?
My game of the week is White Oak at Ashley, and this is two teams that are playing a little better than people expected so far this year. Ashley dominated South Brunswick last week, and a lot of us were very much surprised by that. They've been playing well. That offense seems to be doing exactly what Jason Tyndall wants it to. They gave up some big plays to the Cougars, but didn't break, and that's really that's been the thing that's gone against them in the past. They've broken down. They didn't break down this time. White Oak and they have had a really good series over the last 3 years. Those 3 games have all been decided by less than a touchdown. Problem is Ashley had 1 in the end. So this is really a chance for them to kind of keep turning things around under Jason Tyndall and see if they can take another step ahead with him.
And I know he's hoping that now, they have a lot of kids out injured, that some of these younger guys are going to get some depth so that when the conference season gets here, if someone has to come out, they have someone they can plug in. So kind of a blessing in disguise, and we'll see if those young kids are ready to make turn the corner for them. My game of the week, up in Duplin County, East Bladen heads to James Keenan. The Eagles coming off a 48-6 win over Red Springs in their opener, 34-0 at one point in the first quarter. I know they lost a lot from the team that played for the 1AA state championship last year, but Coach Lennon Fisher said they had some enthusiasm that he really hadn't seen all preseason, just flew to the ball and got the job done. James Keenan, meanwhile, comes in 2-0, beat Jones Senior 14-0 last week. Beat Clinton the week before, so they're off to a good start, even though they lost 10 starters on offense and 8 on defense. That's really a big hit for them. Both coaches said mistakes will be the key. Whoever makes the fewest mistakes will win the game, and certainly Kenny Event wanting his team to correct them. They had 2 touchdowns called back last week, 1 for a block in the back, 1 for a hold. So really that's going to be the difference, and I think, even though East Bladen has moved up to 2A, we're looking at a pretty quality game this week between 2 of those schools. On to the other games in the schedule. We'll just run through them real quick for you, and you can see them up on the screen. As Dan mentioned, White Oak is at Ashley. Princeton will be at Dixon. The Bulldogs looking for their first win. As I mentioned, East Bladen at James Keenan. East Duplin heads to Goldsboro. Panthers 2-0 and averaging 69 points a game, so we'll see if they keep that up. Kip Pride is at Harrell's Christian. Harrell's 1-0 after a 72-0 win last week.
Now, to temper that, Village Christian, that was their first ever game as a varsity program, too.
Yes.
So,
yes. In 4A, Fayetteville Jack Britt will come down to Hoggard. The Vikings are 1-1. Laney still looking for its first win, heads on the road to Havelock. Eastern Wayne coming down to New Hanover. The Wildcats are 2-0, and if they win, they'll be 3-0 for the first time since 1992. So we'll see.
Most of these kids, weren't born at that point. So
yes. In 1A, Pender heads down to East Columbus. The Patriots coming off a win over Topsail to open the season. We have a county rivalry. West Brunswick is at South Brunswick. Both teams looking to rebound from losses, and this is one we'll see in a couple weeks as a conference matchup between these two teams again. South Columbus, 1-1, headed down to Loris for a game in South Carolina.
And hopefully this one ends better than their last game against a team from South Carolina when Lake City kind of ran them over in the opener.
Yes. Union will be at North Duplin. Also in Duplin County, Southern Wayne will travel to Wallisers Hill. The Bulldogs 1-0 after beating Clinton last week. Fairmont is at West Bladen. Trask looking for its first win. They'll be at North Brunswick. The Scorpions are 1-1. And finally, South Central heads to Rose. The Rampants are 1-1. Well, that's it for us this week. Come back on Saturday morning as we have all the highlights from Friday night's games. But for Dan Spears and myself, Rachel George, this has been Friday Night Varsity Preview on StarNewsOnline.com.